Alright guys, now welcome back. It's your boy Jay, the Motor Marauder, back again with another video. And as you guys can see, we are still in the same place, same spot. I'm banging out these videos. So on this one, as I said before, this video is going to be 5 things about this car so far that I don't like. I have a list of them, and I'm going to go down this list. And as you guys know, most of these only apply to this specific car that I own. These are issues that this car has. And it won't happen to most of these cars. If you guys own this, do mention down below if you guys have had these issues as well. And let's get on with the video. So the very first thing is, as you guys know, I brought this up before, is the infotainment system on this car, the stereo. When we got this car, had no aux. Well, the aux had an issue, and the aux piece to replace it, the aux piece is inside here, like that, this piece, and it is old and broken. To replace that, it's like $100. That stereo was $100. I could have just gone with that one piece and replaced it and have an aux, and that's good to go. However, I've finally experienced having Android Auto and Apple CarPlay for once, and I was hooked and I needed that. So on the cheapest stereo on Amazon for $100, has Apple CarPlay, aux, Bluetooth for your phone and everything. Installed that, and it makes the car look much better on the inside as well. Looks clean, has all the options that you need. That's good to go. It also came with a backup, the camera as well, which I haven't hooked up yet. That's going to be a thing down the road. But the infotainment system, it was one thing I did not like about this car. It was outdated. It is a car from 2011, so it is what it is. So now the thing number 2 that I did not like about this car specifically was the key fobs. When I got these, they did not work. The previous owner said it was just a thing with the battery, so I swapped in the battery in both of the key fobs and it still didn't work. So I looked online, I opened them up and stuff, and it seemed like I could open them up and put aluminum foil on top of the switches for the buttons. You could put them on top of the buttons on the inside on the chip, and it should like create a surface enough to like actually push down the button. Did that, did not work, and I looked at one of the fobs closer, the key fobs closer. It seemed like the chip on that was broken. So what I did was I took both key fobs that I had and swapped the chip out of the one that was in the fob that was broken, put that in the clean fob, which was this one, and the buttons worked. Put a new battery, swap them around, and now it actually locks and unlocks. But for about the last month it didn't, and it was a huge issue because in the cold I noticed that the passenger side lock would not unlock when I unlocked the driver's side, and it would cause the alarm to go off every time I unlocked the car manually. So with the key fob now working, it's good to go. But this was an issue I had for the past month. Alright, so now the third thing on this car which I don't like, which is a thing I shouldn't be complaining about because it is a coupe, is the lack of rear space. Of course, most coupes don't have rear space for adults and such. It's mainly for kids or for extra storage. But that is one thing I noticed, and of course, because it's a coupe, I can't complain too much. The lack of rear space in this car is something that I do not like. Alright, so now moving on to the inside. Item number 3 about this car, which I do not like, specifically on this Genesis, is that the window motors on this need to be swapped out and fixed. For example, I'll show you guys. Do this. Power's on. Bring down 1. For the intermittent wipers, it doesn't work. The only way it works is if you go with number 2, which is like always on, and it won't work with just this. So that is a thing about this car which I don't like. That is one thing on this car I don't like, which I need to fix, and I will be doing that soon. And for the 5th and final thing on this car which I do not like, is that it has an issue which causes the engine light to go on. So I'll turn on the car. The issue it has, see the engine light there, is that one of the valves from what I saw on the code that is scanned, was that one of the valves stays open when it's going to boost, so it is letting in more air. And that's one thing on this car specifically that I need to fix, and well, fix that, and so it doesn't happen again. And that's the 5th and final thing on this car so far that I do not like. Okay guys, so those are the 5 things about this car specifically, the Hyundai Genesis 2011 that I own, that I do not like. And if you guys have had issues like this with your car, please let me know down below in the comments. And if you guys have other things that you want to say about the car, put them down there too. Let's have a chat going about these cars. If you guys have owned these before and your experience, I would love to hear about your experiences with these cars. So with that being said, it's your boy Jay signing out, and catch you all in the next video. All right, see ya.